Hey, what's up everyone? Sam here. So when a beloved celebrity dies, it's almost guaranteed that some kind of conspiracy theory will start. While many of them focus around the circumstances of their passing, others can go as far as saying they're not dead at all. So in this list, I'll be showing you 5 famous people who may have faked their own death. Number 5. Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman was one of the most popular comedians in the 70s and 80s. He was probably most famous for his pranks and the recurring role on the popular show Taxi. However, in 1984, he sadly passed away from lung cancer. While most people accept that he really is dead, there are a few skeptics. For example, his own brother Michael has claimed that he's got a letter from Andy claiming to still be alive and has seen video footage of him in New Mexico. While no one knows how true these claims are, they aren't substantial evidence, as letters and video footage can be manipulated. However, the biggest reason as to why Andy could have faked his own death is because of his pranks. He was notorious for pulling pranks, such as broadcasting static on TV, tricking viewers into thinking that the TV set was broken. Couple that with him stating that faking his own death would be the ultimate prank, and you have enough to get a few people seriously thinking that he may still be alive. Number 4. Michael Jackson. We all know Michael Jackson and just how loved he was among his fans. Therefore, when he passed away in 2009, a lot of conspiracies about him still being alive popped up. This was fueled by TMZ posting a video that went viral of supposedly Michael Jackson walking out of the coroner's van after his death. Multiple other sightings and proof videos have popped up, all claiming to have seen Michael Jackson out and about, and even at his own funeral. While there hasn't been any substantial evidence and most proof videos are very debatable, there are a large amount of people who still believe that Michael Jackson could be alive. If he did fake his own death, then his doctor Conrad Murray really did get screwed over, as he got sentenced to 4 years in prison for involuntary manslaughter. Number 3. Adolf Hitler. The official story states that Adolf Hitler committed suicide alongside his wife as the Red Army entered into Berlin. His body, along with his wife and dogs, were burnt and were only identified using dental records. Since there were no living witnesses to Hitler's death, and because of the immediate destruction of his body, it has raised some red flags throughout history. After all, Hitler was the ruler of Nazi Germany, therefore he would have been more than capable of pulling off such an elaborate plan, especially amongst the havoc and destruction of war. There are many different stories of what could have happened. However, the most popular is that he fled to South America. Evidence to support this are eyewitness accounts, declassified documents, and the claim has some logic behind it. Is it really that far-fetched that Hitler would have tried to escape and fake his death rather than just commit suicide? There will always be a debate about this subject, and it's one that raises good points on both sides. However, one thing we can be certain about is that he's most definitely dead by now. Number 2. Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley is one of the most famous names and faces ever to have existed. Known as the King of Rock and Roll, he passed away in 1977 due to a heart attack caused by taking a cocktail of prescription drugs. When he died, millions of people mourned across the world, but as time went by, people started asking questions. There are a few reasons used to support the idea of him faking his own death. For example, his tombstone misspells his middle name Aaron. Reports of a helicopter landing at his estate before his body was discovered has made people believe that was his escape plan, and apparently his life insurance policy was never claimed. While none of these points actually prove anything, I can certainly understand how they could spark conspiracies. Number 1. Tupac Shakur. Where do I start on this one? Tupac Shakur was a legend and way ahead of his time. He was more than just a rapper, he was an activist and blended the two together to create some of the most heavy-hitting music the world has ever seen. However, in 1996 he was killed in a drive-by shooting and the killers were never caught. At least that's the official story. Right after his death, rumors of him still being alive started to circulate, and as time went on, more and more bits of evidence started popping up. To name all the bits of evidence that fans have collected would literally take hours. That gives you an idea of just how big this topic is. A few major points are that his last photo shows the wrong date, no keys in the ignition, and claims that it could have been photoshopped. The images of the crime scene show a different car to the one that he was in. Eyewitnesses stating that he was airlifted to hospital when official reports state that he was driven. His coroner reports stating a wrong body weight. Countless references to faking his own death in his lyrics. Ross, and his former boss Suge Knight stating on camera that he is still alive. These points are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Tupac still being alive. In fact, if it's a topic you are interested in, then I'll leave links to the most comprehensive videos on YouTube, but I must warn you, they do run into the hours. Thank you for watching. Do make sure to check out my second channel, More 5, where I post fun and feel-good vlogs. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you for watching, and until next time, feed your mind.
That's how we do it! What did I say? What did I say? He got lucky. That was luck. That was luck. 2 times.